Joined by Eric Crawford, our good buddy from WDRB Sports. Eric, obviously, this has been a wild 24 hours. That's the big news out here. Your take on 3 scratches so far. I mean, that's a little bit unusual.
Yeah, scratches themselves aren't unusual, but this many is kind of unusual. And the circumstance, having a trainer suspended, a Derby trainer suspended, that's unusual. And we could see more scratches. The buzz around here is that we're going to see a couple more this morning. So that will be big news. We'll have a field of less than 20, which happens, but it's just been a very tumultuous week out here.
When is the deadline?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
9
okay.
o'clock is the deadline. Now, they can scratch all the way up to the race.
That
they
just
can
means
scratch at
20
the gate.
horses won't start at the gate, right?
Yeah, they can scratch the gate. All the also eligibles have been used, so they don't have to rush in order to help somebody else get into the, to get into the race. So, but yes, 9 o'clock is when they expect to
That's when it's about to get interesting.
Yes.
Eric, you were saying some horses get out here and they just don't train well.
Yeah. Well, and most of them I've seen have looked pretty good, but they may develop health issues, or they may not like the footing on the track. You kind of watch them. You can kind of see by their demeanor on the track whether they like it or not. Some don't. But I'll tell you, the major players in this race have all seemed to like it. They run with their ears pricked up, and you watch them. They'll twitch back and forth when they run, little stuff like that, indicators.
Let me ask you about Practical Move. Tim Yakteen's horse won the Santa Anita Derby. That was my Derby pick. What happened there?
I liked him, and of course, you always have to like the Santa Anita Derby winner because that's a major Derby prep.
Yes, sir.
But I think he just didn't feel well. He really didn't get out on the track and run. That's an indicator that sometimes when they ship, they just don't respond real well.
Sure.
He had never shipped like this to a race, and I think they just looked at it and said, they didn't want to risk it. They can save him and race and win big races for other days.
Think about it. It's like when we travel, we stay in a hotel. We don't sleep as well.
I don't travel well at all.
I don't either. All right.
Eric,
well.
was it the right call, and not to get too heavy here, but was it the right call to suspend trainer Saffie Joseph Jr. after the horse deaths this week? I mean, in your opinion?
It's a tough call. I think it's the right call. That's a very rare thing to have 2 horses like that go down in that close proximity. That's like in every 15,000 race thing, and he has 2 in a row. And Churchill cannot risk the Kentucky Derby. You can say what you want, and it's sad for the trainer and that horse's connections, but they can't take a risk on something happening in this race. It's more than just about the track and the race. It's about the whole sport.
All right, Continuar, one of the Japanese horses, scratched. I thought that was interesting in the fact that the trainer said, well, the horse just wasn't ready with its training. It's like, wait a minute, you shipped this thing all the way over from Japan and it's not ready to roll?
No, and it never really looked ready to roll out here on the track. And what was interesting was that they scratched that horse after another Japanese horse got into the field.
Okay.
I don't know if that had anything to do with it.
They're playing chess here?
And this trainer was not with the horse. He got in and looked at the horse and said, you know what, he's not ready. We're not going to do this. We don't want to be embarrassed.
Okay.
They have a live shot in Derma Sotogake.
Oh, yeah.
And so they don't, it's not national pride or anything on the line. They want to do what's right for the horse.
Go ahead, Sterling.
You mentioned Derma Sotogake. You know what that is, right? Derma, a dermatologist.
Yeah.
You know what Sotogake is?
What is Sotogake?
It is a wrestling move.
Okay.
From sumo wrestlers.
Okay, sumo wrestling.
I'm not gonna give you the Sotogake, but that's what it is.
Well, demonstrate. Not on me.
No, not on you. Not on you. We're too old for all that.
I would dress up once a year back here.
With so much change, can we get your picks?
No, I still like Forte, although he's one of the rumored. We'll see if he makes the race. I still like Forte. I didn't see him take the bad step yesterday. I don't know. If not him, Steve Asmussen's Disarm is a long shot I really like that nobody's talking a whole lot about. I like him, and Brad Cox, Angel of Empire, I think is really training up to this race well. I think he's got a shot.
I like that horse as well. I like to see Brad Cox win another Derby, local guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, you might want to stick around. Keith Kaiser, he is with Miss America this morning, Eric.
Keith usually finds winners.
Yes, he does.
Well played.